It's a beautiful day today. I am very, very excited to be here today. Oh my goodness. This is Sandra at Life and Living It. My name is Sandra Quay, of course, streaming in live from the state of Delaware. And as you can see, I have an amazing person with us today. And I know most of the time our guests are sitting down, but she is standing. So I do really appreciate her. And I have Corenia White. And as you can see, she is in her lovely kitchen, streaming in all the way from the beautiful city of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Welcome on board. Welcome to Sandra at Life and Living It. Ms. Corina White, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Sandra. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
I am doing great. The pleasure is all mine. And I do this, show because I we live in a world that people need to be inspired constantly. Their hope needs to be refilled and restored. And when I see people doing extraordinary, I just love to talk to them. And I just love what you do, Ms. Corina White. I think that we met because of what she did. Because as soon as I saw vegan, my eyeballs was like, oh, okay, I need to talk to her. I need to talk to her. And I'm glad. I'm glad that the first time we spoke, it was amazing. I felt like I had spoken to you for a very long time, and
Too.
like there wasn't any reservation. We just flowed, and I just knew that it was just God bringing us together for such a time as this. So for people who do not know you, Miss Corina, can you just give us a brief introduction of yourself, and then we can get started?
Yeah, so thanks again for the introduction. My name is Corenia White. As you said, I am from the lovely city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. I am the owner and CEO of #VeganWhere LLC. I officially established my business back in December of 2020. It started out as a homage to my grandmother. It still is, obviously. She passed in August of 2019. And I just wanted to find a way to live better. I wanted to find, a better path of life. I watched her struggle for about 15 years. And prior to her, I lost my mother to some of the same type of health complications, and I didn't want to go down that road. So I knew I had to make a major change. And since then, I've been rocking and rolling with my business. And my concentration is vegan takeout as well as vegan meal prep and catering. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm very, very proud of it.
Wow, that's amazing. So the inspiration actually started from home,
Yes,
from your grandmother, and that's amazing. So she has gone to be with the Lord, correct?
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes,
And that was her gift to you. I always say, and I truly believe that the people that you love so much, when they pass away, they leave you a gift,
yes,
whether you know it or not, and it's up to you to identify. So for her, I think that she gave you this passion and drive to do what you do, so passionately, because with everything that you do, you need passion and
yes,
inspiration behind it. So that when it gets tough, you would always remember the reason why you started. And I'm glad that you have chosen this path because it's highly in demand.
yes.
It's about time that we watch what we put in our bodies if we want our bodies to serve us right. And I like your slogan, what you can do, I can do it
Yes.
vegan, right?
Yes, yes, anything you can do, I can do vegan. Yes,
Anything you can do, I can do vegan. That's
yes,
amazing.
yes,
Wow, anything you can do, I can do vegan. And not just vegan, tastes horrible, it's vegan that tastes amazing and,
yes.
and awesome. Wow, that's great. And let me acknowledge a few people who are watching us, and then we can continue
Absolutely.
with the show. Yes. Thank you, Ms. Faustina Hagen. She said, good afternoon, ladies. She's also tuning in from Delaware. That's actually my mother-in-law.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So let me ask you because I want us to start with what you're gonna make today. Um, but when we talked, I know that you said you were working and then you lost your job during the pandemic.
yes,
A lot of people did, they did lose their job during the pandemic. But what you did different was that you rediscovered yourself and you wanted to do something different.
Yes.
A lot of people who lost their job, they probably sometimes still blaming God, blaming themselves, feeling sorry for themselves. But you took a different turn. Um, and I know that it has to take strength, it has to take some tenacity, because have you done anything like this before?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, so I lost my job officially in September of 2020. And, at first it was like a major shock, right? I'm like, oh, wow, what am I going to do? And, my immediate reaction was, let me go find somewhere to live because I'm not going to be able to pay rent, right? And then it kind of stuck in. I'm like, this is not the skin that I'm in. This is not who my grandmother raised me to be. She
Wow.
raised me to be a lot stronger. And so my wheels started spinning and family got in my ear, friends got in my ear. And they were like, this is a blessing in disguise. God, I didn't think I was going to get emotional on this. Sorry.
Wow.
This is a blessing in disguise for you. And you have so much in you that no one knows about, and you need to show it. And I'm like listening to them, like, what are you talking about? Like, I have to go find a job. They're like, no, actually, maybe you don't. And prior to me losing my job, I was already in the vegan journey, right? I started officially in March of 2020, and I was already cooking and posting little pictures here and there. And their idea was take that further, turn it into a business. And I'm like, I don't know the first thing about running a business. What are you talking about?
Right.
But I've always been in leadership positions, right? I've always been like a manager or assistant manager, whatever job I had. And so, between all those conversations and really like taking a look at what I can do and what I'm capable of,
Hmm.
here we are today. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And I've made a commitment to myself that I am never going back to corporate America. If I have to put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this right. And the world's going to see me. And so that's been where I'm at. And I'm, again, very, very proud of where I'm at so far.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. And it's funny how sometimes things happen and then you want to continue the same path, that because that is the path that is comfortable. At least that is predictable, like going back to the workforce and getting a paycheck. But then you realize also that you have been preparing for this moment. You just did not know.
Right.
Talked about being in leadership, with whatever you are doing. So you get to transfer
Right.
all the years of experience into
Right.
what really that you were born to do.
Right.
And it can be daunting, especially if you haven't done it before. But there's something on the inside of you that is even bigger than all the fears and the doubts. And sometimes it takes the right people to pour into you, or even for you to even listen to yourself that
Yeah.
this is it. And I'm glad you did it, because if you had not do it, how we would not be here, talking. And that's why I love what I do, because I get to connect with people who have come alive.
Right.
If I say come alive, it means that all this time that they were supposed to be doing something. But sometimes I also believe in time and season. I
Yeah.
think that the time was okay, the season was perfect, and you were able to do this. And now look at how many lives that you are changing.
Yeah.
You have no idea, because when people sometimes think of vegan, they think of yaki, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
as in
Yeah.
taste good,
Right. Right.
But
Right.
that's how you are able to still make it. It doesn't feel like you are depriving yourself, but you actually feel like, oh, I'm eating something delicious and it's healthy at the
Right.
same time. I mean, who
Right.
gets to do that? You get the best of both worlds. And did you even like go to any like culinary school just to learn this, or it was just all, inside
Wow.
of you all this time?
Yeah, the name of my culinary school was Joan and Tanya White, and that's my grandmother and my mother. I never went to any professional schooling. I just watched them growing up, And to be honest, it wasn't even a conscious observation. I would just be in the kitchen, and I would just be like, oh, mommy's making fried chicken again, grandma's making chicken and dumplings. And my consciousness would just be picking up what they were doing without me even knowing, and now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I remember the ancestor shimmy of the garlic powder, I remember, putting the fried chicken on the rack to make sure it dries properly so it can stay crisp, like little things like that. And
Right.
it just stuck with me. And now I can apply it to my actual business. And I thank them immensely because they didn't even know what they were teaching me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. So you have been you that's like you have been getting all the training and the experience from home, but just that we wouldn't say that it was formal, but one way or the other, it helped shape you and the person that you have become. That's amazing. I love stories like that, because I feel like all this time God was preparing you and you had no clue.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
I had
So,
no clue, no idea.
wow. So when you talk about a blessing in disguise, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That you thought that you lost something, but actually you gained
Yeah.
in the process.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sister Ama Rosina. She said, "Hi, boss lady." She is streaming in from the United Kingdom. Thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. All right. So, Miss Corina, what are we making today?
Yeah. So when you first approached me with this, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna make in like a half an hour, 15 minutes? I was freaking out. But then I was like, you know what? I can, time lapse as they do on TV, right? And so I'm gonna prepare my vegan gyro. I typically sell this on my Wednesday and Thursday menu. So for people that are from Philadelphia, they would know that they have halal trucks all over the city, and they have gyros. Typically, they use lamb meat, and they make their own tzatziki sauce. But I'm making a vegan version of that. It's super delicious, super light. You can do some prep work in advance to kind of cut out some of the time, but other than that, it doesn't really take that long, and it's really, really light.
Wow, that's amazing. So
Yeah.
it's vegan gyro, so there's no meat. Everything is just vegan.
Yep.
All right.
100% vegan. Yep.
Okay, so let's go over what you got, the ingredients, and we can get started. I'm just going to
Yeah.
sit and enjoy.
Absolutely. So this particular recipe is similar to baking. So you'll have your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients, and then you'll combine them. But I'll go over the ingredients now, and then I'll go over them as I'm putting them in.
Okay.
So for our dry ingredients, we're going to be using vital wheat gluten flour, which for people that are vegan, obviously they know this is like the staple in making vegan meats. Our dry ingredients are also our nutritional yeast. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Nutritional yeast, rosemary, thyme, oregano, a little bit of salt and pepper, and ground cumin. Ground cumin for this particular recipe is the secret ingredient because it gives it that kind of fresh flavor, but it still gives it the smokiness of meat. So that's really important. So you use about a tablespoon of each of those, and about a teaspoon of salt and pepper. I don't like to use a lot of salt and pepper in my food because you don't have to.
Exactly.
And then for my wet ingredients, I'll be using about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce, that is. 3 tablespoons of oil, any neutral flavor oil. I use grapeseed, but you can recommend using olive oil or avocado oil. 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 2 tablespoons of tzatziki sauce. So the tzatziki sauce I made in advance. What I use is vegan mayo, dill, garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and lemon juice. So I made this in advance because it has to chill, but this is how it came out. Some people like it a little more fluid, like a little bit more saucy, but I like it thick like this. However, if you want to make it saucier, you can add like veggie broth to kind of give it a little bit more liquidy substance.
Okay.
And then for our toppings for our sandwich, you're going to be just putting some lettuce, some cucumber, some tomato, some onion, and a little bit of lemon juice to sprinkle on top.
Okay.
All right. So I can just go ahead and get started. So like I said, I already put the vital wheat gluten flour inside our bowl. It's 3.5 cups of that. And then to that, we'll add our dry ingredients. Put that all in there. Can y'all tell I've been watching Food Network? Can y'all tell? And then to that, we'll add all of our wet ingredients at the same time.
Okay.
And then we also have to add 3/4 cups of veggie broth.
Okay.
That'll help it bind. And then the juice of half of a lemon.
All right.
So the reason why I love this recipe is because not only is it simple, but you can make it in advance. So like I said before, I made one for you guys last night. So we don't have to wait for this to actually finish, but I'm just wanted to show you at least the process. But know that it can be made in advance for your guests, or if you guys want to prepare a dinner for your friends or what have you.
Okay.
So we'll just go ahead and mix this up. And the thing about Vital Wheat gluten flour is that you don't want to over knead it.
Okay.
If you over knead it, it'll change the consistency of it dramatically, and it will not be good. Okay, it will not be good at all. So you just want to do this maybe about 2-3 minutes. You want to make sure you get everything incorporated, and so you're able to form a nice little ball. Now the Sazaki sauce has cucumbers in it, so you're gonna see those filter throughout the ball, but that's okay. Those are cooked once you put them in the oven for about an hour.
Okay.
So once you're done, your ball should look something like this.
Wow.
Right? And you'll put this in the oven on 350 for 1 hour. Okay. It'll just like steam it, not necessarily cooking it. And then once it's done, I'll show you what it looks like. Like I said, I made this one last night.
Wow.
And this is what it looks like when it's done. You can see it has that nice brown flavor of lamb. It looks just like lamb a little bit.
Wow.
Right? And it's nice and firm. You want it to be firm, just like this. So it shouldn't be like rubbery or anything like that. That's how you know it's good to go.
Wow.
Right? So we're going to chop this up so we can make our sandwich. I wish I could share it with you, Sandra. You can virtually bite into it, okay?
I know, right? I'm just looking at it like, after she's done with everything, that's it. I don't get to taste it. Oh my goodness.
I know. I have to mail you some to Delaware. So you should be able to slice it fairly easy.
Okay.
Once it's been chilled and everything like that, like I said, you can chill it overnight. If you're in a rush, you can chill it for about a half an hour. You'll get the same result. I just like for it to be extra firm, especially for the gyro. But I also make a similar seitan for my ribs and my vegan lamb.
Okay.
And so you can chill it for less time, so it's okay. So this is what the slices look like.
Wow.
So anyone that's had a vegan gyro from Philly knows that this is not that far off from how the lamb looks.
Amazing.
But it's vegan. So we can just build our sandwich from here. That's the fun part. So I like to use these heart-friendly pita bread. I get these from like Walmart. Sometimes ShopRite has them, but not necessarily all the time. But Walmart definitely always has them. So it's Joseph's Heart Healthy Pita Bread. Really, really good. Look like this, nice and thin.
Perfect.
And we're gonna just garnish our sandwich. We're gonna chop up a couple pieces of lettuce to put on our sandwich. I have well, actually, this is spinach and baby kale combined.
Okay.
So we're gonna use that. Just a little bit, put that on there. I'm gonna put our meat down. You can use like three slices like I did, you know, because it's not real meat, so you want to make sure you get full. You don't want to be hungry. Right? Put some of your lettuce on there. We're gonna chop up some tomato as well.
Okay.
If you're not a big tomato fan like me, just do like 1 or 2 slices. But if you love tomato, that's your business. Do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
So, and you just put that right on top like that. You know, they say the key to good food is colors.
Yes, it is.
So, as long as your food is colorful, you know you're doing something right. We're gonna add some red onion to this, or as Tabitha says it, it's brown, purple onion. So we're gonna slice this up. I love purple onion. I actually opt to use purple onion over white onion as much as I can because of the omega. So I'll go ahead and add that on there. And then also we're gonna slice up some cucumber too.
Okay.
Add some cucumber to that. Cube that as well. I love cucumber. I sometimes just eat cucumber just by itself, literally. I'm gonna add that on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're actually gonna add some more of our tzatziki sauce that was inside the extra meat. I'm gonna put that one right on top of the sandwich. Just like they do with the trucks. All right.
All right.
And then last, just to get some acidity going, I'm gonna take the other half of our lemon and sprinkle that right on top.
Perfect.
And there you have it. Vegan gyro.
Wow. Wow. This is amazing.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And everything is vegan.
100% vegan, down to the bread. Yep.
This is very creative.
Huh?
I said, this is very creative.
Thank you. Thank you. The best part of this, I'm sorry, I know you can't indulge in this, but I have to take a bite because I wouldn't be a chef if I didn't eat my own foods.
You know
The best
what?
part is just to fold this baby up, bow your head and thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. And you're going to take a bite of this baby. It's like, I scare myself.
I'm just sitting here looking at you like, seriously?
Every time it gets me. The very first time I made this, I had one of my close friends come over for a taste test.
Yes.
And she tried it for the first time, and she was like, "Ah," she loved it. And she's like, "What is that?"
Wow.
Since then, it's been on my menu, and it's so good. You can have this whole sandwich, and you won't feel bloated. You won't feel, fatigued.
Right.
You'll be good to go. You know what I mean? You'll still have your, your carbs, veggies, and protein in there. The seitan, each portion typically is about maybe 15 to 20 grams of protein.
Wow.
You're good to go. You're good to go.
Wow, that's amazing. 15 to 20 grams of protein.
Yeah, yes. The seitan has a lot of protein in it. It's not obviously as much as your typical meats, but
Right.
if you put it up, you definitely get the same amount of consumption.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish I could eat that all the time.
It's, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think we have like halal trucks in Delaware, but it's definitely a Philly thing for sure. They have them everywhere. So hopefully when you come down, I can show you the real one versus the vegan one. See which one you like.
Oh, of course I'm going to go for vegan. Of course I'm going to go for vegan. Wow.
Yes.
It's just easy for your body to digest it.
Yes.
It gives your body the right amount of nutrition. And because it's plant-based, it's also working in your body to remove the toxins, to reduce oxidative stress and all that. So plants is, it's great. And the reason why is it's because we live in a world that is not as pure as it used to be. We are bombarded with toxins. We are bombarded with fossil fuel, all of that. So going vegan is a way to ensure that you have more plants in your system, and that you are eating food that is going to help your body. It's giving you healthy calories as well as taking care of your body. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh man, Miss Corenia, I am just amazed, and I thank God for the gifts, that He has given you to be able to help people eat well, eat healthier and better, and also enjoy a delicious meal that they're not going to feel guilty after eating it. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing.
So much.
And you started September of last year, right?
I started officially, I was legal as of December. I was in the, the midst of like promoting myself, trying to get myself out there in September, but officially on paper, December of 2020.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just having fun. Like my Zoom, it kind of logged me out and put me back in. So it kind of changed my settings. But I said,
I was wondering what happened.
I said, I'm not even going to allow that to distract me from having a great time, And we have a lot of people, streaming in now. Thank you, Mrs. Patricia Adakwe, who is my mom. She said, "Good afternoon, ladies," and she said, "This is really wonderful." You
Oh,
see, people are already hungry because of this colorful meal. So now you have partnership, and you said it became legal, kind of like on the books,
yep,
December of 2020, and now
yep.
you're able to have partnership with Uber. Is it Uber
Yes.
Eats?
Yeah, so I'm on Uber Eats for delivery and pickup services. Obviously, I am officially with Grubhub as of the 23rd. So things are moving in the right direction. I'm so excited about it. People can go through either one of those channels, or they can go directly through my website, which is veganwhere.fitness. But both of them offer pickup or delivery until I get my own brick and mortar.
Okay, so pickup and delivery. So that will be in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, I'm not shipping yet because I can't compromise the quality of the food.
Yes.
However, yeah, I have about a 5 to 6 mile radius within Philadelphia from where I live.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I see this blowing up in the tri-state, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey. So I know Philly is not going to just keep you. With time, you're going to expand, and this is on-demand, healthy vegan food. You can't go wrong with that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I can't wait to really get out there and really show what I can do. I'm so excited.
Wow. And for if you just joined in, you can do a replay and watch, the recipe. And I'm so glad that she came and generously shared, her recipe with us. But my thing is, you can never make it like the chef
I
herself.
know, I know.
And that is truth be told. You can never make it like her. And I'm not even going to try to go through all that. But I know when I'm in Philly, I know who to call to get these vegan delicious. And this is not the only thing you make. Let's talk about all the other stuff you make as well.
Yeah, so I mean, I have right now my menus are daily themes, considering that it's just me, so it's kind of crowd control. I have it that way. So on Mondays, I have meatless Mondays where I have vegan lamb and vegan steak on my menu. The vegan lamb is similar to this. It's a seitan, but it's also married to Beyond Meat. So I combine those two entities together. And then for my steak, I use portobello mushroom. On Tuesdays, I have a Taco Tuesday where I recreate the famous birria tacos where people use like lamb or steak, but I use jackfruit.
Okay.
That's probably my top seller right now. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays is my soul food menu where I offer vegan fried chicken. I also use oyster mushrooms for that. And I also offer vegan mac and cheese, as well as vegan barbecue ribs, and Southern greens on Wednesdays and Thursdays. That also has like street corn on that menu. Actually, my street corn is available Monday through Friday because it's so popular, and potato salad. And then on Fridays, I have a fish fry Friday. So that's my vegan fish, which actually towards the end of the month, I'm doing something similar to this where I'll be by myself and showing everyone how I make my vegan fish because that's also one of my popular menus. And then I'm closed on the weekend. But Monday, like I said, Monday through Friday, that's my menu. It's available 12 to 7 every day. And like I said, you can get it for pickup or delivery.
Wow. And of course you do catering as well, right?
I do. That's actually a newest thing. I wasn't even prepared for that. I started getting inquiries and I was like, what is this? And before I knew it, I was like, okay. Because I was already doing events, like I would be vending at certain events. So that's similar to catering. It's just that, I'm serving it to the people that are buying it at that moment, but I'm still preparing large quantities of food. So when people were inquiring about catering, I was like, well, I'm kind of already doing this. So that's fine. So I added that to my repertoire. And yeah, that's been booming.
Wow, that's amazing. So I'm going to put your information, after the show, I'm going to put everything. For catering, you can go pick her up. So it doesn't matter if you live in the tri-state, you can drive, she'll give you, and then people can pick it up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, so we
I
can
also, I'm sorry, let me cut you off, but I also offer meal prep. That's actually how my business started. I
wow.
always wanted to do meal prep. and then somehow we're at takeout and catering. So, but yeah, my meal prep is like the real healthiest portion of my business. My takeout is really for people to try good vegan food.
Okay.
It's not necessarily to target, the whole healthy aspect. But the meal prep has a lot more healthier, conscious options in it as far as salads and the veggie bowls, things of that nature. And each meal is only $12. It's not that expensive, and it's just a 3-day minimum. So that's kind of the heart of the business, and everything else kind of focuses around it.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so for people who just joined us, thank you very much. This is Sandra at Life and Living It, and today I have an amazing person, Corenia White, who is the CEO of VeganWhere, and
Vegan wear, yes. Mhm.
VeganWhere, and what's your slogan again?
Anything you can do, I can do vegan.
Anything you can do, I can do vegan. She talked about vegan mac and cheese. Like, oh my goodness, like you have to be creative to do a vegan mac. And so when I told her, I said, this is not real cheese, right? She said, no. I said, okay. And I was like, wow. So everything is 100% vegan. And talking about that, we are just taking a healthy break. We'll come back to Miss Corina and wrap it up. But for people who know, I've been on this amazing journey called Short 10. And I love, love, love this program because it's like sticking with 10 guidelines to help your body. So 10 days, normally if you tell people to do something for maybe 60 days, they might get discouraged. But 10 days, they can see, okay, 10 days, I can do it. So 10 days is you decide to just drink more water like nobody's business. And also you flood your body with plants, whole food, over 45 plant-based nutrition, and you also are required to sleep more, at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, because when you sleep, that's when your brain actually detox. And also to move the body, whatever you got to do to move. If you got to go to the gym, go. If you got to walk in your neighborhood, get on the treadmill, you do that as well. And there are certain things that you would have to cut out in that 10 days. Cut out gluten and cut out dairy. Absolutely, those two things, because they are adjutants sometimes to our digestive system. And there are other things that you can reduce. We are not saying cut out, but reduce. Reduce the sugar, reduce processed foods, reduce alcohol if you're kind of person who want to drink alcohol every day. So these are the 10 guidelines. And one thing that makes it easy in order to flood your body with plant-based nutrition is the protein powder. Plant-based protein powder, 100% vegan, has over 17 variety of fruits and vegetables, and it has all the vitamins that you need. It has 13 grams of protein. And the protein is all from soy. We don't have animal protein. It has all the Asian grains like the millet, the quinoa, and the sweetness are natural sweetness like from sugarcane and stevia. It has all the vitamin B complex. It has vitamin C. It has vitamin D. It has calcium, iron, potassium, and all the phytonutrients. And this is a great way to kind of flood your body with that plant-based nutrition. And also, you can use that as a meal replacement. And like getting up in the morning or in the evening, if you work out, pre or post workout snack. And for me, that's what I have for breakfast. You just add it with water, you are good to go. If you want to be a little fuller, then you add your fruits or your veggies, but it has to be fruits that are low in sugar, and then you add them, you drink it. That's my breakfast. And by just doing that, it has helped me to manage my weight. I'm right now at a more healthier weight. Weight that I've had since I had my first child. Now those, they have fallen off because of this simple lifestyle change that I do 10 days every month. So if you want to know more information about this program and how you can get on, by all means, please reach out to me. If you are looking for the plant-based protein shake, please reach out to me. I'll put everything in the comments and then you can get it. But first, let's talk before you get it, because I want to be able to give you the guidelines. Wow, this is Sandra at Life and Living It. My guest today is Corenia White. She came here to bless us with her amazing recipe, 100% vegan. If you just came in, do a replay and watch her. And she's talked about how you can get these vegan food. If you live in a tri-state, if you want to drive, even if you live wherever and you want to drive, just contact her, arrange it, and then she will have it ready for you. So, Miss Corina, before we go, for me, I see the hand of God in your life. Everything that you have done prior was just preparing you for this moment. This is mission driven because you will help a lot of people eat right. Not everybody can think and sit down and think of these recipes because it's not in them. But this is the gift that God has given you, and it was championed by your mom and your grandmother because you were around them all this time. And for me, I can only say that the best is yet to come. This is the beginning of great things to come in your life. A lot of people will come to know you, and one thing for sure is that you put your heart in what you do. When I said, get on the Zoom, 10 minutes before time you came, you were prepared, professional, you had everything set up. And that is the I say that is the one of the characteristics or feature of somebody who is going to go places. I believe that people have the gift, but you also need to bring all this together. You need to be professional. You need to be on time. You need to show up at the time that you said you were going to show up so that people can depend on you, and you have all of that. And for me, I can only see you moving to places, and I see it. You just started. This is your first live show, but I can see it. You know how sometimes you see people, you just know that they were
Yes.
just born to win, and that's what I see.
Mhm.
Even the first time we talked, very open, very open. Anybody feels like they can, and what because food, people use food for socialization. That's why when you have birthdays, there is food because it brings people together.
Right.
And it has always been like that. Jesus sat with the 12, and they call it supper or dinner because
Right.
it's a way of bringing people together. So before you go, what are your closing thoughts? What do you want to share with my audience? Anything that you want to share, we are ready to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just truly grateful for the opportunity. I agree with you. When we first spoke, it was very, it was like we knew each other for years, So I thank you for that comfort. As doing this alone, it's not easy, but I am very grateful for the hand of God to, allow me to walk through this path, with His strength and His mercy. And I know that this is only the beginning. Like you said, I'm not stopping anytime soon. And I'm just very, very grateful for this opportunity, for any opportunity coming, and I thank everyone watching. Hello, everyone. Taking time out of your day to spend time with us, even if it's just for a few minutes. But again, if you want to follow me on social media, I am at Philly VeganWhere on Instagram, at VeganWhere on Facebook. I just joined LinkedIn, also VeganWhere, but that's how we met.
Yes.
VeganWhere by Corenia White on LinkedIn. You can feel free to email me. That's where all of my catering inquiries are routed. It's info@veganwhere.biz. You can feel free to call me. It's 267-888-6078. And like I said, I'm truly thankful, and I'm so humbled.
Wow. All right. I don't really have to say anymore. I will put everything, like all your information, in the comment section so that people can follow you. Didi says, good day, ladies. Didi is watching from Alberta, Canada. If I couldn't reach anything because you didn't put in anything, I saw that people were watching, but I can't see who. So you can, if you are watching this, let me know where you're watching from. If you are watching this on a replay, you can do hashtag replay. It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure doing this because
Yeah.
I get blessed. That's what I say. I do this and I'm so blessed and filled and fired up to do, this more and more. And Miss Corina White, I can only say thank you for
Thank you.
agreeing to do this, for your time, for all the time that you spent prepping this, for us, and just everything that you invested in it. that always God will just pour back into you and even more. I just want to appreciate your time and for coming in alive. That's what I'll say. Coming in alive with your spirit full and your heart with a gracious heart as well. And for people who joined us, thank you very much for joining us. And this is Sandra at Life and Living It. Until we meet another time, is saying bye bye. Stay safe, everybody.